There's a ball up or a throw in.
Out of the middle, Melksham delivering beautiful ball. Hogan a long way from home. 60 metres leads everywhere and a 50-metre penalty. Non-opportunity from 60 metres into almost a certain goal for him.
Last 5 clearances to Melbourne.
Jesse Hogan. There's the task. Shouldn't be any problems. And keeps it low and half kicks it, and Melbourne get their second.
Back to Oliver, hemmed in Harms, changed numbers this year, taken the 4 of Jack Watts. Bailey Fritsch has lost it in the air. Jesse Hogan for number 2. Can he tumble it through? It's raining goals at the G. 4 apiece.
Well, you're right about that bit of a floater home. I don't think he got all of it, Hogan, but nevertheless he had it hooking in the right direction, and this has just been a goal-kicking frenzy.
Chris Scott disagreed, so too Tui, and now a chance for Hogan. So how important is this? 2 already next to his name. A 3rd makes it a 5-point ball game. Hogan, he's snapped it and he's kicked a goal. Game on.
They got away with one there, Melbourne.
So, back within 5. This is the Hogan finish here. Very nicely done. Rode it all the way. Loved and admired his own work. Why not?
Determined stuff at ground level by Zorko. And now Hogan had to sit, and he makes it stick. Had his name written all over it. Spent 89% of his time inside forward 50 last week. Hogan moves in for the opening goal of the Knights. 6 straight last time they met, and he's got 1 straight tonight. Hulk Hogan.
There he comes from left of screen, and he comes in unopposed. So often what the defenders are asked to do is push across to where the ball is. So that gives smart forwards a really good chance on turnover. Good kick.
He got away with it. Now Melksham can go long. Andrews out of position, and Hogan.
We'd see that kick again from...
There's Jesse. We've seen some bags, haven't we, so far in the young season? And Hogan might be on his way today. He's got 2 on the board, and it's all Melbourne in the opening term. Plays on, over to Salem. Takes some off it. Bug on the fumble. Hand pass a little behind. And able to find Hogan. He's going to get 3 on the board. He's having a night out, is Jesse. Shielded away from Garlett, but then Garlett got the smother in. And now he's away again. Lowers the eyes, looking for Hogan. Bug streaming through the middle. Hogan goes for goal. What a finish from Jesse. He's got 5.
I think so. Look at this, a great effort. Just staying active on the mark. For the young people watching at home, and the coach is telling you to work the mark. That's why he's telling you to work the mark, Brownie. Because in a critical stage of a critical game, round 2, Jeff Garlett has made a massive impact by just doing that and put it out in front of Hogs, which is a good finish by Jesse Hogan too.
It broke for Robertson, who tried to squeeze his way through, but Oliver takes it away. Great vision over the top. Hogan's going to get another one here.
Jeff, is that Jeff Garlett again?
6 goals straight. Last time these teams met, Jesse Hogan. And now he has 5 goals won, and that might just about seal it. Tough for Brisbane now.
Spectacular this quarter with his marking across half-back. High up and under. Good luck marking that. Gawn almost did. The ball hits the deck. It's picked up by a man, Fritsch. Beautiful kick. Hogan! Goal! His first.
Jesse Hogan sneaks out the back. He just waits for it. Ball hits the ground. Thank you very much. Bailey Fritsch, good kick there on the left foot.
Yeah, great touch kick, wasn't it?
Not great defense.
To Fritsch. Fritsch can go to Hogan. Play on the call. Oliver. Hogan. He's got Brayshaw on the outside. He goes himself.
Bailey Fritsch taking the long option. He could have used it short, but in these conditions, take the long one on. And Jesse Hogan's a big handful at the moment.
Look at the football, sends the Demons forward, but back into the middle it comes, and then Jones onto the left boot, hoiks it forward, and Hogan slides to about the 48.
Set up a little bit better, be smarter about the way they do it. Numbers at the footy, yes, but also be able to control the outside, not let Richmond get that offensive transition.
Just inside the arc, it's got... He's got the first. They searched for it, they've nailed it. Wasn't the ball, so...
Having a big year, Jesse Hogan. Seen him at times in games so far. Get up around the ground. Position can't move the footy at all.
Yeah, in great shape, the reigning premiers. That kick, Hogan had the perfect sit, and even the defender, the quality of Alex Rance, couldn't get. What do you make of his night? He's capable at times.
Solid enough. Found the footy again when he's got up the ground. This will be disposal number 22. 9 marks. 1 goal, 2. If he was kicking for goal number 4 right now, it'd be a big, big night.
So to just keep the door ajar slightly, Hogan has got his second.
Did well down to Brayshaw. And the possibilities are there now. Hogan is a player. Oh, this 50. Might be 50. There were so many players charging through the centre corridor. Has managed a goal, or 2 goals in total in those 2 games. But opportunity the Demons need to take to level up the scores at the start of the 3rd quarter. It's a goal to Jesse Hogan. His first, and scores are indeed level.
They're on a roll here. They're going to win, and they're going to win well. Up towards half forward it goes. Wiedemann over the top. Takes a good mark. Plays on to Spargo. The young guns, Neil Bullen. He'll kick a goal here. No, he'll go short unselfishly to Hogan.
That worked back to provide the support, then they went straight past him on the way out.
20 goals, 6 last year for Hogan. For his second today, no problems. Both of them coming in the second half. A half.
Pick it up was Cofield and left it behind. McDonald's got some options, went through the legs. Hannon's on his left side, got caught. Hogan check side. 3 in a row, the Demons.
Need to see some result quickly for their efforts, St Kilda, otherwise enthusiasm can be dampened. 3 quick goals in a row from Melbourne. They've still got 3 players. Hogan's out by a mile here. Jetta will find him, and so Hogan, there's his set shot form, 9-6. Pretty good. So Melbourne get another. They've got 5 first quarter goals. A couple of good leads, penetrating ball. Melksham sets himself over the top, been a bit of a flyer today. Neil Bullen trying to keep it alive. Hogan's up under that. Initially, tackle slipped up. So Hogan, this is a run-around kick. It is. He goes with the drop punt variety and he nails it. Got his 3rd.
He is. Yeah. So hopefully that hasn't flared up again.
Right. Here's Jesse Hogan bursting through, putting it on the boot and putting it through. Melbourne doing as they like.
Fumble around stoppages, as you can see him here coming through. Beautiful. 1 take. A really nice finish for a bloke that's 6'4" on the run. Pretty hard to stop that.
A heap of space through the middle of the ground, and Nathan Jones can drive them inside 50 to the 1-on-1. Hogan will get the free kick.
Yeah, he did that nicely, Hogan.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well worked.
Well, it's tough for a half-back, back pocket, you know, wingman to...
Very different spread of goal kickers tonight.
He didn't get a shot on goal until this last quarter, Jesse Hogan, but his night is building nicely. And that's a good finish as well for Jesse Hogan, who's now got 2. Balls by Melbourne. The team just working so efficiently forward, and Melksham's got someone all alone and unattended. It's Jesse Hogan again. Well, Jesse Hogan, 3 goals last week. Had a big night at the office. It's been more of a slow burn tonight for Jesse Hogan, but he's kicked 3 in the final quarter.
Not too many people are going to beat this team for a few years by 100 points.
Holding.
Hogan will line up from 45 metres out directly in front. So a wet ball, looks like one of the newer ones. Lines it up. Last 4 steps, beautiful. Balanced himself up and put it straight through the middle. Number 1 kicks his first point thrashing.
Yeah, it is a thrashing. Good reward, though, wasn't it, Jesse? Yes, Kerridge gave away the free kick. Probably a mismatch there, but I think he's rewarded Jesse Hogan. Probably unjust if he walks off today without a goal. Good action. Didn't overkick that ball. It's important to do that when it's wet.
His intended target in Spargo. Now Jesse Hogan wants it long and over the back. He did that. Hartigan lost sight of the ball and he's given away the free, Hartigan. This will be a free to Jesse Hogan, and rightly so.
Really smart kick as well by the young player in Spargo. He was almost pleading with Hogan to lead at him, realised that Hogan had the space out the back, so he gave the kick plenty of air and forced.
Also Wayne Carey's birthday, and today Daisy Pearce down on the boundary line. Congratulations, Days.
Thanks, BT. Thanks for bringing it up once again, the big 30. It's great to be a part of the club.
I was going to say you're 25. Here's Hogan. 35 metres the kick, and guess what? They've got unanswered goal number 5. They find some ground again. This is McDonald looking for Hogan. He's found separation. He doesn't even bother to wait. He's kicked his second. Melbourne have got 6 in the quarter.
Cuts it off. Clever kick to Brayshaw. Brayshaw, lovely looking kick. Hogan, free kick.
Holding. Melbourne, jump out for us. Thanks, Jake.
He went for a little inky chip kick in the middle of the ground, and there was no possible way that the Adelaide defenders could have stopped that.
Yeah, the turnover, and then Brayshaw's kick didn't quite get exactly to Hogan. It looked good off the boot, but Hogan was able to draw the free. So he's kicked a couple. Daisy talked about Melbourne getting a lot of shots from this distance in the opening term. It helps the accuracy. Now 9-1 and 3 to Hogan.
Told to go. Jesse Hogan will get a jump at this. No problems. That's called a kick to advantage.
Oh, that's actually embarrassing for the Adelaide Crows there. And they didn't get a hand on the football in that whole passage of play. They've been disappointing today.
Has 3 already today, Hogan. And been a really good player, using his full 30 here. Kicking with a specially prepared artwork football today. Hogan comes in for his 4th, and they are just kicking it gun barrel straight today.
What a game from Viney today. That second up syndrome hasn't worked, has it?
34 touches for him today. Hogan!
He's got a great leap at the footy, and you just leave yourself exposed there to do exactly what happened. Great at the goal umpire, and this will win the quarter for Melbourne as well.
The trees are barely moving. To keep this run of consecutive winning quarters going, Jesse Hogan, no problems. Goal number 5. He's happy. He's delighted.
It's a beauty. Finds McDonald. He plays on quickly into the pocket. Hogan is there. One grab, but he's going to get a free kick.
Well, I'd like to see it again.
Defensively, he gets off and tries to help out wherever he possibly can, Dale Morris.
5 goals last week, 26 goals, 9 for the season.
Nice finish.
Make that 27 goals, 9 as Hogan gets his first. He's go once again. Boyd, penetrating hand pass, trying to get out of strife, all to no avail. Hogan's at the back. Could have, well, he thought, I think, for a moment about playing on, but he'll go back.
The candy, he could see where Hogan was. We'll get another look at it. It's just pure footy from Oliver.
9 marks inside 50-1 as Hogan goes goalwards once again. This for his 2nd in the quarter. He makes no mistake, in the D's start to draw away.
It's the crummer in here, and this little sells candy, and in that time he was able to see where Hogan was and put it to him in best position.
As Garrett just mentioned, the Dogs led by 17 points at the near enough the 9-minute mark of the first term. Since then, Melbourne have kicked 7 of the last 8 goals.
Melksham spears it in towards the middle. Oh, beautifully done to Brayshaw. And he's away. Hogan says it's mine, and it is. He runs into the open goal. They won't catch him, and he'll kick straight, and he does. He's now got 3. The 50, he kicks in towards full forward. At the back is Max Gawn. He gives it to Jesse Hogan. Tucked in the pocket, he steadies. He shoots, and he goes. Sensational play, Jesse. He's got 4.
sloppy kick, and this is nice work by Maxi. He's having a little spell there, but the sloppy kick going for Bontempelli was the player inside 51 out on his own.
But you look there, Max gone, and you got Trengo. Trengo's sort of just pushing Max gone, and Trent's trying to fight.
Tom McDonald will see if he can take a hanger.
Something different here. He's thinking, Maxi, look.
Yeah, he's going short. Well, he's got over the head of Caleb Daniel, and just sneaking in was Jesse. Beautifully done. Hogan now going for back-to-back bags of 5 goals. 25 out, directly in front, and he gets it. 5 goals today for Jesse Hogan.
Who's he got, though? Heads toward the pocket to a 1-on-2. Hogan got a couple of big. Hogan might actually win this.
Well, that's a disastrous free kick to be given away by St Kilda.
That free kick away off the rookie list, and Hogan hasn't been in the goal kickers for a few weeks. And that will do in the world of good.
Again, so Joyce not looking at the ball, and there just locks on with that right arm.
And you would think with more experience, he looks at Ross. He knows that Ross has got great position on Hogan. He's going to come over the top and spoil.
Yep.
So all he really needed to do was turn his head and back in, turn his body and back into Jesse, and then trust that that Ross was coming over
the top to Dom Tyson from the middle of the MCG. Tyson's floating kick is there for Hogan, and he takes the mark. 45 out, almost directly in front. Hogan kicked a mini drought breaker in the 3rd quarter. Will he go to the right, or will he kick it from 49 metres? Hey, we're still in it, says Jesse. Come on, boys.
The easy access like we've seen the last couple of entries. Try and keep them wide. Melbourne, though, courage with their ball movement. All on the line.
They've got to find a way to stop Jack Viney. He's the one this last quarter, John. Three clearances, 2 centre bounce clearances, 8 touch.
Loses the footy. Jones on the defensive side of centre, now push forward. It's a high ball by Smith in towards full forward. Oh, a couple of big flies by Melbourne, but all to no avail. And that was a throw.
And Alan Richardson wants with 1:17 to go.
Tight angle. He missed from this position only minutes ago, but he gets this one. 1 minute and 6 seconds and counting.
There's the throw from Seb Ross. It's probably exaggerated, wasn't it?
To close the hand up.
So, 9 behind the footy.
Running up again, the Demons. Lewis just hits it in hope, a little bit into the pocket. Hogan made the contest, but there was an infringement.
The opposition backman protecting his teammate. You get away with a free kick.
Hogan hasn't had much reliability with the set shot, so he opens up the ankle and snaps it back nicely.
Perception is in terms of the way they play.
Clayton Oliver, classy to Hogan on the lead.
You talked about what are the ifs, Jared, to go on to and into September.
Shot on goal, no problems with that. He's second for the night, and the Demons powering away.
Hogan's long. He's got 3 on him. Sits it up for the big Hogan jump. He uses his body, middle of the pack. Red down, that is fantastic from Hogan.
Melbourne hasn't been great to Jesse Hogan. I love this. Even though it was a 2-on-1, it was against 2 smaller guys, Hunter and McRae. So you're going to go to him, you're going to back him in there, Harry.
Opens it up quickly, plays on, and nails it.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need from
59% scores per inside 50. It's been a problem for Melbourne coming into the game.
Here they go again. Brayshaw goes wide to Spargo, who kicked one in the second. They go in towards the forward pocket region, and there's the man, Jesse Hogan. 45-degree angle. Kicking from just inside 50. He's going to take advantage of everything he has. Kicks from probably 52. Good-looking kick. Great-looking kick. Jesse's got his second. Melbourne answers.
He makes. Let's just watch this unfold. You talk us through it, Harry.
Yeah, so moves back towards goal. The defender takes front position, but then cuts back up with the ball. Talked about his footwork on numerous occasions. That is why he's a great player.
It's hard there as a defender, isn't it? Because you're trying to watch the ball and watch your man at the same time.
Yeah, especially if you lose that body contact. So there, the defender lost the body contact, lost that ability to touch, feel where his opponent is, and that way he actually makes it really difficult for himself. Has to rely on a bad.
Having a spill. Melksham stolen, and he is away. Puts the Jets on. Says, eat my dust. I'm going to go towards Hogan. He's over the back. He was caught by the ear. line for the man. In he struts. For 6 in a row to Melbourne. And the Dogs are on the canvas.
He makes it hard for the defender here.
Fantastic effort again, 2-on-1. That's not the first time we've seen him compete where he's been outnumbered. Fantastic effort and draws the free kick again because of really good footwork and leading craft.
Had him. Garland gives it off. A hurried kick goes back in towards full forward. Hogan!
That's better. That's better. Straight away, they saw Hogan in a one-on-one. Just quickly get it there.
Almost in that defensive half, that defensive arc at the back, but then really working hard forward and getting it out the back here.
Interesting set shot history from right in front. And he's squared it up. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 in the middle.
Jones, they've got it to half forward. Jones on the left to Harms. Good ball. Harms inside 50. Hogan the target. Oh, yes. How well did they manufacture that by foot?
Look at this here. He's got Guthrie. You can see Blitzas. You can see Henry. But he had Guthrie, the smallest of all of those defenders.
So to give Melbourne a nice little break here. Jess Hogan directly in front. And he's got it.
He emerges with a footy. Not an easy ball for Hogan. And it might get a free kick. He's going to get one here, Jesse Hogan. McGovern went up and down. Quarter time. Let's have a look, Richo. What do you think of it?
Straight back, Jesse. Straight back.
The call came from the umpire in the centre of the ground too.
Going back a long way. This for 5 goals in a row for the Demons. Jesse Hogan steers it home.
Unselfish over the top to Hogan, who's too strong for Spencer. The Suns have been embarrassed so far in this clash. 8 gone second term. And Hogan, he gets his first, and the margin is a whopping 65.
Forward. Plenty of congestion inside 50, as you can see. Tyson goes to the pocket. There's some space for Hogan. They worked it well. There was a mass of players in that back 50, but they left that pocket open for Jesse Hogan. Jimmy.
He led up, boundary side of the ground, interchange side, then double back, re-led a number of times before he got into the space.
Such a tough season last year. Really enjoying his footy in 2018. Bullen from 52 metres, punches it low towards the square, and Hogan read the cue beautifully. And Jesse Hogan just coming into his prime now at 23 years of age.
Jason, the most important thing about this kick was they were on the same page, but it was a low, flat, hard kick. When you're a forward, when they get bombed...
Brody couldn't hold on to him. Petrarca fed it. Jay Kennedy Harris. Here's the one-on-one. Hogan, Spencer. Big, tall and strong. Jesse Hogan looking for 4. This to make it 87.
This is why young sides have to be patient. Jesse Hogan, hold yourself in the contest.
Spencer just 20. Game 8. 90 kilos. Out-muscled. Hogan's got 4. Demons by 87.
On tap then. And now gone just to the top of the square. Alir's the one they've got to watch, but I think Hogan's got the free here, has he? Very calm, simple terms, explaining to Dane Rampy. And now Jesse Hogan directly in front. You get the feeling he doesn't like these set shot drop punt style from the 15 metres, 20 metres out directly in front. But he's going to have to this time, and he does. So that'll do his confidence the world of good.